the station covering all of the DMV. This is DC News Now.
Happening now at 9, covering the entire DMV. The super soaker that is on the way. The weather system bringing rain and wind to the DMV. Team coverage live tonight.
An intensifying storm system is now making its way across the DMV. High impact storm system currently making its way across our western communities and here in the DC metro area. How does it impact your early morning commute? Details coming up.
Plus, the major highway crash in Montgomery County that killed one person, sending a handful of others to the hospital. What we know before those collisions. And a toddler shot in the district, the latest about the young victim's condition as police find who's responsible. Plus, around the clock, your commute on Metro bus lines expanded. And we're saving drivers some cash on their car insurance premiums. Good evening, everybody. Thank you for joining us for DC News Now at 9 this Sunday evening. I'm Ben Dennis. It's a DMV first warned day at DC News Now. Tonight, team coverage tracking substantial rain overnight into tomorrow. Our Scott Sumner and Janessa Webb are at the helm. Yamari Sase live in Prince George's County tonight. But first, a live look outside Roslyn. It's starting to be a little bit of a problem in terms of visibility out there at the DMV. A little bit of breezes sifting through. You can see that camera shaking. Over to Chief Meteorologist Janessa Webb. Janessa, tracking it all. Bring us up to speed.
Yeah, you have that visibility problem. I think this impact with this storm is going to be remembered as the wind situation. Winds are going to start to crank up overnight, but really you're already starting to kind of see it now. Look how elongated this storm system is. I mean, it stretches thousands and thousands of miles across the East Coast, initiating in the Gulf Coast of Mexico, and then now stretching up to Maine. Let's take a live look at current conditions with the radar out towards the metro area, where now we are seeing that moderate rain starting to kind of kick up just outside of Fairfax County, out towards Montgomery as well. So Ruston area into Chantilly, Rockville, across 270. This is a moderate rain flow across that area. Also watching kind of the torrential with the heavier bands now making its way west of I-81, stretching all the way into Kaiser and Cumberland. So this is many elements to this storm system, and really your storm timeline is from now until 6 a.m. I think the heaviest bulk of rain and wind starts to really kind of rev up overnight. At this point, our weather team is tracking 1 to 3 inches with a few isolated areas up to 4 inches of rain. The strongest wind gusts, and that's why advisories are in place, start at 8 a.m. and some sections of the DMV will see gusts up to 50 miles per hour. We do have coastal flood alerts along with the flood watch currently in place until 6 a.m. for DC and surrounding counties. There's so many components with the storm system. I'm going to hand it over to Scott Sumner. He'll take over the wind situation. Scott?
Yes, indeed, Janessa. As you mentioned there, we've got a lot of rain to deal with now, but the impact of the winds is going to be felt most on your Monday. Not to say now we'll see the camera shaking every now and again, but the highest of wind gusts will stick around into tomorrow as that center of low pressure moves parallel to the coastline and up towards New England and southern New England. But as you can see already, National Weather Service has issued wind advisories, in fact, for all the counties that you see shaded here. And again, this starts at 8 o'clock tomorrow and it will run through 2 a.m. Before those hours, after those hours, it doesn't mean the wind just completely drops off. There will be some gusts occasionally at that time, but the strongest of those winds will be around. And take a look here as we go throughout the overnight into early on Monday. You can see around 7, 8 o'clock, those winds gusting up to 40, 45 miles an hour. There could be a little bit of a lull there, but still, even in a lull, we're talking 25 to 35 mile an hour wind speeds. And then by tomorrow night, we'll see them drop a little bit, but pick right back up on Tuesday. And then Tuesday, we'll also have to deal with another aspect of the storm, which will be some snow across the region. We'll talk more about that coming up in the full forecast. As you see, rain is in the forecast right now.
Scott, Janessa, thank you. As we are tracking those conditions live in-house and in the field, we're going to set it to DC News Now. Reporter Yamari Sase, she's joining us live in a very wet Prince George's County, set to see substantial rain this evening. Yamari, I hope you've got the rain boots out there. Tell us what the conditions are like there.
Definitely got my rain boots on. When I tell you the rain is not letting up at all. For the past few hours, the rain has just gotten heavier and heavier across the DMV, and especially here in Prince George's County. We're here at the National Harbor. Take a look at this storm water device. Water is just overflowing, and this is not the only one. Take a look at this other one. All of this water pouring out of this storm water device right now. It's flooding up this entire area here at the National Harbor. And look at this large puddle, a lot of water all across here at the National Harbor, trying to make some fun of the situation I'm in right now. But this is what it's looking like across the DMV. Now, Prince George's County is under a flood advisory. So exactly what does that mean? That means here in Prince George's County, you are expected to see some flooding across the area. Now, Prince George's County Police Department are telling everyone to make sure that you're driving with your headlights on, and then also have your windshield wipers on as well. If you do see any flooding in your area, you are encouraged to turn around, do not drive through it, and to make sure you are remaining alert. Now, here at the National Harbor, nobody is letting up. They're not letting this rain interrupt their Sunday plans. Several people are out here even just running through the rain. They have their umbrellas going into these restaurants, trying to enjoy their Sunday fun day as much as they can in this weather. Now, I was able to catch up with 3 people who actually drove from the Manassas area coming all the way here to Oxon Hill, Maryland to grab some dinner, and they tell me this weather is wild.
It's been crazy out here, you know, it's cold.
Can't really see much. Got to drive slow. A lot of hydroplaning.
I think it's pretty wild out here. I mean, the flooding, the streets full of water. You can barely drive, water splashing everywhere. Yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah, so I would much rather be in bed, drinking hot cocoa, enjoying a Christmas experience or watching a Christmas movie. I'm hoping that a lot of you guys are doing that today. But right now, we will continue to monitor the heavy rains out here today. For now, reporting in Oxon Hill, Maryland, I'm Yamari Sase, DC News Now.
Stay safe, stay dry, Yamari. Thank you. New tonight, Maryland State Police are on scene of a massive crash on the outer loop of the Beltway. This is also in Prince George's County. This video taken not long ago. Officials say that happened near the Forestville area just before 7. 6 vehicles involved, 2 of them tractor trailers. One of those trucks leaking diesel fuel, we're told, onto the road. Hazmat crews are on scene. We'll keep you updated on your commute. And new tonight, district police have arrested a man for alleged hate crime in Northwest. Officials say they responded to N Street around 9:30 this morning for a report of somebody spraying 2 people with an unknown substance, all the while shouting an anti-Semitic phrase. Police then arrested 33-year-old Brent Wood, whose last known address is Toledo, Ohio. He's now being charged with simple assault and resisting arrest with a hate designation. D.C. police also say that a toddler was shot in Southeast just this morning. Reportedly happened around 11 a.m. on 56th Place. When authorities got there, they found the toddler conscious and breathing. Toddler transported to the hospital for treatment. No word on the severity of his injuries. Police also investigating a double stabbing, this time in Northwest D.C. It happened at the intersection of 7th and T around 2 p.m. Authorities say they found a man stabbed there. Another took himself to the hospital, both conscious and breathing. That investigation is ongoing. We've also learned that a person is dead. Several others injured after a crash on Maryland 200 this morning. This is near Olney in Montgomery County. Crews responded to the scene near Georgia Avenue around 4 a.m. for a report of a crash involving tractor trailer and multiple cars. But as you can see, when that sun started coming up, the mangled metal on full display. Officials say that 7 people were hurt, including a child. 6 of those folks injured were sent to the hospital for care. We'll keep you updated. And potential travel delays starting tomorrow on Metro Red Line. Service will be suspended for 2 weeks between DuPont Circle and Gallery Place. This could be quite a problem for commuters. It only affects the Red Line. Metro will make free shuttle bus available for those stations to Metro Center. WMATA says that they chose this time of year to make those needed repairs, they say, because there tend to be fewer riders. And folks living in the Potomac Yard neighborhood in Northern Virginia, they're raising their concerns about the potential new home for the Washington Capitals and the Wizards and the ripple effects that move might have. They're wondering what their day-to-day life would be like if thousands of fans are coming into their neighborhood. Some folks decided that they may only have to walk a couple of blocks to see those games and events. Others say it's just not it's not worth all of the trouble it could cause on the roads, rather. Northern Virginia Bureau reporter Max Marcilla breaks down those concerns on that potential move.
For some people who live in Potomac Yard, the promise of a transformation of this land into a full-blown entertainment center is exciting.
There's a reason why Virginia is scaling up so quickly and has been over the last 5 to 10 years.
Josh Baroni has lived here for just a few months, but sees a future a few years from now where he can get Caps season tickets. His optimism is not unique, but it certainly isn't unanimous.
If you're talking to people about how they're going to live their daily lives, cars are really involved in that for a lot of people.
VDOT estimates that nearly 75,000 cars travel Route 1 and the GW Parkway in Alexandria each day, and traffic issues are a major holdup for people who drive these roads not to get to a game, but to get to school, work, and run errands. Mayor Justin Wilson calls what was proposed a transit arena, with Metro playing a big role, but he admits right now the station isn't adequate. Baroni says this is a chance to turn this neighborhood into a more public transit-friendly place.
It actually would be really good for this area to move away from requiring cars to get in and out and around Alexandria and move towards public transit instead.
Meanwhile, neighbors tell us another major concern is parking, something Wilson says needs to be addressed.
We're going to have to do a whole series of neighborhood protection kind of things.
Neighbors there also told us that they are looking for 24-hour resident-only parking spaces. Other concerns we heard surround the potential change to the neighborhood's character. One person said they don't expect to stay in that area much longer if the plan goes through.